Hello, I'm Justin Fraction for Technology Advice. At some point in life, you start to realize that the only constant thing is change. Sometimes that's a new kid, a new job, or a new way of thinking. Digital sales are no exception. A lot has changed, but there are some things you can do to make sure that your company is prepared. Let's go over what we already know from research. B2B buyers like educating themselves at their own pace. In other words, there's so much information out there that they enjoy researching on their own. What that means for you, the business owner, is that you have to give them the tools to do that. Give them a way to educate themselves. When you do that, always provide some content to them for free, especially when it comes to testimonials. People just love those. Consumer Reports has this next part on lock. They provide some things for free, but for deeper dives, they gate their content. If someone is already interested in a product and needs more of your good information, at that point they may be willing to pay. At this point, you should also feel free to ask for more information so you can encourage one-to-one contact. So you may be saying, Justino, we already do this. Good, I'm happy. Just make sure you keep it up. According to Conversational, only 65% of companies do sales follow-up, either 0 times or up to twice. On average, it takes about 7 to 15 times to connect, but who has the time for that? Business moves fast and you have got to move faster. What is the solution for all this? How can you keep up? How about AI, which stands for artificial intelligence, or more specifically, conversational AI. It's a computer program that seems like a real person. None of that R2D2 stuff. Go play around with ChatGTP if you want to try it out. That thing will legit have a whole conversation with you, completely aware of the context. So, how could you apply this new technology to your business? Here's an example. Let's say you have an event online. You'd use conversational AI to engage with people after that event. Offer to do follow-up for them right then and there. According to McKinsey's research, 83% of buyers expect to be contacted immediately, but 55% of companies take 9 or more hours to do it. So if you use a conversational AI bot or intelligent virtual assistant, that can shorten that time dramatically. You could have a module installed on your website and use it to answer specific questions a lead may have. If you have used one 5 years ago, these are very different now. Trust me, get one that uses newer AI tech, and they're great. In business, you need to operate across multiple channels. You know that, I know that, everyone knows that these days. However, by using AI, you can make sure that your website, your email, and your text all have an AI behind them taking the wheel. You can also combine AI with a CRM, and suddenly you have a lifelike artificial intelligence that can have an intelligent conversation with the subject and knows things about them so that it's more personal. That AI can then turn around and tell you things about the potential buyer it learned during the conversation as it is happening. Customers want digital-first options when interacting with your company, and using AI assistants can help your company scale to meet the demands of a new age. Assistants are smart enough and adept enough to answer any questions your buyers may have and inform you of changes to your buyer that could lead to a potential sale. If you'd like to learn more about digital proofing your sales team with AI, you can find that here at the link. If you'd like to read more about AI, here's a link to our website. We'd love it if you would subscribe by clicking here for more awesome videos. And last but not least, if you want to see more cool videos, check out this playlist we made just for you. We'll see you next time.